Alright, we can start. And what an amazing second game we had. That was... No one would have expected that base race. I was screaming my head off during that. I was like, holy crap, this is so awesome. What the fuck is going on? I don't even know.
Yes, he really was. He's not kidding. Expecting a great third game from people here. We got Vi and Malphite ban coming down. Lisa, of course, banned by Purple Team. Still sitting at standard bans. Not sure about this Malphite ban again. We do have the Singe ban coming down this time. Definitely a great idea. Singe very critical to the powerful our last team. We got Hecarim and Vayne, not surprising.
Yeah, you can tell these guys, these teams know each other. These teams know each other already.
Yeah. Same bans from last game, except the Singe is now actually banned, not the Malzahar. I mean, I guess they just learned that Doranthor can carry them as something else as well. We're gonna have the Mumu make a repeat appearance. Honestly, I think that's good. He played like crap on Volibear. And as long as Hecarim's taken away from him, then you should definitely go with the Mumu. We're gonna see Saint Moogle probably gonna pick up the Thresh and Graves here, or we're gonna see the Lulu pick. I think that's probably sound. The Lulu was also pretty strong for Flarefly last game. So, let's see how this goes. But yeah, that last game, man, that was just a great game. Definitely the game of the tournament right there. Lots of strong playing, both teams. Alright, so we do have the Thresh and Graves. This is the lane they're most well known for on bottom here. These two, Saint Moogle and the Great. They're both very confident on these champions, and hasn't showed up yet. So we'll see how this goes. Although it is important that note that the lack of Vayne on their team was a really big reason why they lost the last game. Just not having that scaling. Nukio on Misfortune. I think this is a first for the tournament. Actually, Nukio has mostly been playing other champions. But it's a good choice with the Mumu pickup. And we're probably going to see Rogrev pick up a support here. See who he goes with. Probably, I mean, I feel like Sona would be a really good pick here if he's good enough at staying away, which she has had trouble with not getting Thresh hooked. So yeah, I'm going to agree with the Lulu pick being right here.
He's used that to much success throughout this tournament so far.
Huh? I didn't catch that.
I said he used it to much success.
Yeah, and I think Lulu in general just has the highest win rate of any support in our tournament thus far. Lulu's been stomping it up in a lot of games we've been watching, so. And Lulu Misfortune, very strong lane. The picks along with Misfortune's naturally high damage, just so much for some people to handle. We are going to see Cheeseblade make the move to Xin Zhao here after Jarvan. Apparently he doesn't want to help anymore. Sound choice though. Trying to disengage that Mumu ultimate, get them back out of there so they can re-engage on equal footing. You know, Cheeseblade's main champions. Oh, we got the Jungle Shen coming in again. Oh, okay. This is our fourth game watching Shen now. You know, he's been pretty much everywhere since there's so many grudge bans. Shen's going unbanned all the time.
It looks like Duran is going straight onto the Karthus pick. That clarity. Oh! Are we gonna see a top lane Twitch with Ignite and teleport?
Oh my god! Is this real life here? No, don't do that. I mean, yes, Fiora, great champion. Fits very well with the team comp. But yeah, we see Doranthor here again on Karthus. Very successful in the last game. I don't even think that was in anybody's radar. Nobody knew that he was a Karthus player as well. And as bizarre as the clarity looks, it served him well last game, although I doubt Castlevania is going to fall for that again. Oh, we're going to see Cho'Gath here. Probably going to make the predictable Renekton pick. As well, yeah. Active game was not found. Alright, so predictions this time around. What do you think here, Raiden? And we see these two teams play now.
Man,
so.
I don't even know what the hell's gonna happen in this game, dude. Fucking, we saw a base race. Like, who predicted a base race? Like, these two teams just are able to just throw out random strategies at the exact right point of time and just pull through with it. So I really have no idea who's gonna do what, how everyone's gonna do.
Certainly.
I think definitely again, like we said, blue team. Grutog is just gonna have to camp top again and get Fergus fed. Once Fergus can deal with his own lane, he needs to go and help Duran out. And that'll definitely be what gate changes the game. We need Cheeseblade.
That's
Oh yeah.
go ahead.
Cheeseblade,
I mean, that's really what we've been seeing happening. You go.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Cheeseblade definitely didn't have as much presence last game, so I definitely want to see more ganks coming out from him. If he can help Renekton more on top lane, then that'll definitely bring the fight over to purple team. Purple team Saint Moogle is a very good AD carry. He's been able to pretty much assert his dominance with Len the Great down on bottom lane, so Nukio's gonna have a hard time there.
I think you're correct. You're 100% right. Like what we've been seeing in these games is that Grautag is able to get Fergus enough presence early on, where Fergus is able to stomp his lane because Fergus is apparently a great top lane player when he gets that little bit of a lead, and then that just translates into both of them going down and helping Duran throw out. And all of these members of the team they're very good at working together in their team fights. They have demonstrated good team fighting fundamentals. They have been able to execute all their ultimates properly, and Karthus has done a great job of getting himself dead underneath the enemy team and just sticking them there. And that's what really this team needs to accomplish. They need to make all their solo lanes win so that Nukio getting a little bit behind is less relevant of a problem. Because like we said, Saint Moogle and Len the Great clearly have outplayed Roguerev and Nukio the last two games. It hasn't even really been close. But what we've been seeing is there's like 4-man ganks or 5-man ganks bottom because Fergus and Duranthor win their lanes so hard thanks to Grautag. And that's really what we saw not happening in the first game, was Grautag was shut down and not able to gank, like we said, because he took way too much damage tanking that blue buff from Malzahar at level 2. He just wasn't able to get that early kill, whereas he has been able to on Amumu. Cheeseblade really needs to step up his presence if he wants Purple Team to win this, because he hasn't been doing anything out of the jungle. We saw him get a couple ganks last game. That was that one on Karthus where he just Demaciated him and Karthus couldn't get out. But, he's like... to make up for that, he died twice trying to solo Dragon and gave the enemy team a Dragon and died. He really needs to step up his game because the junglers here are pretty lopsided, and that's what's really going to decide this, is how well Grautag can make up for the rest of the deficiencies on his team. It's pretty much going to come down to Grautag and Fergus and Duranthor trying to carry this, but I doubt Duranthor is going to have as easy a time this time because he's not going to bait Castlevania by being again. That's for sure. That's a mistake you never make twice.
Let's hope not.
But I mean, like I said in the first game, we are seeing the deficiency of Purple Team's picks coming out, where the game's going late and people are acquiring large amounts of gold, and Valhaka's pick just isn't very strong at that point. A lot of their champs aren't going to shine. Then once they ban out Vayne, he's stuck with Saint Moogle here now on Graves, and Graves' damage output in late game, is still respectable since he's an ADC, but it's not going to be as high as something like Vayne, and it's not going to be able to handle all of the incredible late game presence that blue teams always brought with all their picks, and that's really what changed this game for them, is that the Vayne ban going out. It is not going to be as easy a time for blue team this time because they did ban Singed, which, as we did mention in the last stream, I believe, is Fergus McBold's main, and obviously you could see he was a lot more confident as Singed, but we're just going to have to see if Valhaka will take him down again on top lane.
And champ select. Game.
Yeah, load screen. Skin War. Yeah.
Skin War. Right.
Obviously, we're going to have O Canada over there.
Orlander, smiling a little inside. Oh no, he didn't!
Oh, re-gifted a Moo! Oh.
Orlander is very disappointed right now, I bet.
I'm sure.
He's probably crying a tear inside of himself, going, why? Where is my Canadian?
Once again, for like the 5th time thus far, we have an absolute tie for the Skin War. In fact, haven't we had a tie every time we've streamed for the Skin War?
Pretty much.
Sure we have.
No one's won.
I do want to point out, though, that something I didn't mention is that Jarvan's ultimates actually were a very big part of last game. The only reason a lot of those team fights were even close was because Jarvan was actually getting fairly decent ultimates. Otherwise, Flarefly would have just rolled over Seal's Navy. Now, granted, he did have some bad ones as well, but he did have an amazing one in the middle or the mid-late game, And Shen's just not going to be able to bring that much teamfight presence. He only is going to have the Shadow Dash and then his mediocre damage output. Shen's whole strategy relies around counter ganking and being able to have global presence, but he's not actually that powerful once he does get there. He doesn't have the energy to actually do very much, generally.
I definitely feel like right now, Shen's pick on this team is more so for St. Moogle to be safe on bottom lane when he gets 4-man. Because last game, they were constantly getting 4-man and all team down bottom lane. And St. Moogle just, for some reason, the reaction just wasn't there when I don't know if he didn't see it or anything. But with the Shen in the jungle now, they have no idea when Shen can all come in. And Shen can provide such a huge game-changing shield that could definitely turn a fight around in the bottom lane.
But then you also have the Shen's jungle presence just isn't going to be nearly as strong as the Jarvan's was. So they're going to suffer in that regard too. Shen's early game is just nowhere near comparable. You know, Jarvan's level 2, level 3 ganks are almost incomparable in this game. You know, his level 3 is probably the strongest level 3 gank just there is, except potentially Lee Sin.
Very true, but we're into the game now, and just very standard buys coming out here. Renekton with a mana fairy charm. Oh
god. Oh wow, that's big there. That was Renekton's red pot he attempted to buy there. Misclick was going to deprive him of that. That's going to really swing the lane in Shogoth's favor just by itself. Renekton's not going to have the bonus all-in power he's had the last couple games. And Valhaka's already not the strongest link on this team either. He's played very solidly today, but they're probably all rattled after that last game. I mean, it would be hard to keep your composure after something like that. So we're gonna have to see if they break, who breaks under pressure first. I think is what we're really gonna have here. That's one of the Renekton's wards going down there, giving mid an extra ward. Kind of strange, especially because Amumu's like never really ganked middle very much. We are going to try to see another invasion here by them, but you know, blue team completely sees it. Fergus McBold way out of position, but doesn't get hooked.
A very good dodge by him.
Especially considering how large Cho'Gath's butt is, yeah. Fergus McBold just being a man here. I don't know what he thinks he's trying to do. Yeah, everybody's just going to go back to jungling. Bottom lane should be heading down to bottom. You'd think. They might head down to bottom. Okay, well. Now over another corner, Shen. Looks like we're gonna have smitelesses for both teams again.
I do see Lulu hanging out a little too long.
Alright, so fairly standard stuff from here. Mumu, of course, getting the smiteless from Duranthor. Almost getting the
that was close.
Still clearing well before Shen and more healthy. You know, we have touched upon in the past, and we've seen. I think we had Jungle Shen in another game where we did touch upon Jungle Shen just being one of the worst clearers in game, just not able to actually farm minions or kill minions at all effectively. Bottom lane, we are seeing Misfortune, Graves heading off, both on now Longsword and health bots. Castlevania getting caught out here a little bit by Karthus, just eating a bunch of ton of harass, not even like trying to make any kind of counterattack. I got some damage going down in there on Cho'Gath, and you know, Cho'Gath's early laning is never something to be amazed at. But remember, once he gets a few more levels under his belt, he's gonna win those trades pretty handily. Just doesn't take damage. Too tanky. Yeah, the pink ward coming down here from Lulu, one that I don't believe Thresh can answer. Yes, Thresh has no pinks. So that bush is absolutely controlled by blue team now, and Amumu looks like he's coming down for a lane gank. Okay, looks like he may have been possibly coming down for a lane gank. Renekton using his W on a minion, or W is W, yeah, his W on a minion. Missing the Sho'Gath. Missing out some good damage. We do have Cho'Gath and Renekton currently even in CS, which is, like we said before, bad. Renekton has to win his lane by a large margin, or he's gonna fall behind. And it's just Cho'Gath is just one of those champions who's really powerful against him because it's very difficult to push Cho'Gath out. You know, we see here Fergus Valhaka trying to play a little bit more aggressively as if he still had that red pot. It's just not gonna work. Good pick here by Ferguson McBold. You know, we saw the first game he picked Aurelia into the Renekton, and you know, we noticed that they lost the first game. So, and I feel like that had a lot to do with it. Castlevania spamming all spells middle, as per usual with Clarity Karthus. Fergus trying to sustain off killing some minions. Bottom lane we have more even than the past. Graves only up by 6 CS. As I recall, at this point last game, Blue was down like half the CS. Oh, 2 lists for 1. Are you muted, Raiden? I just haven't heard you say anything.
No. I've just been listening to you, your beautiful voice.
I don't want to take up all the airtime. If you've got something to say, say it.
I have nothing to say. Past Redemption, keep talking.
Yeah. Alright. Nothing really going on here, though. Oh, we do have a Mumu sitting in the bottom bush now. Remember, that is pink warded. So purple team has no idea. This might be the biggest chance for first blood blue team's really going to have here. Looks like a Mumu pulled the trigger a little bit early, though, and just didn't wait it out. I think they should have waited for the minions to come back around. Fergus and Valhalla trading here pretty well. Nukio here, spamming her Make It Rain fairly aggressively. You know, just putting random damage on to Graves. Trying to damage the minions a little bit. It's easier to clear out. Just a really inactive game. There's not a lot going on here.
Well, looks like Shen shows himself in mid lane.
Oh, this is Shen's third gank middle, actually. Duranthar once again out of mana. It's fairly common for him at this point. Shogoth finally hitting level 6, getting that ultimate. Gonna help him to scale up. You know, Rekton doesn't have a lot of answers for Shogoth, who's just gonna get impossibly beefy after a while. You know, it's gonna be really difficult for Shogoth to kill Renekton, but Renekton's not gonna be killing him anytime soon either.
Oh, and here comes the Mumu grab into the stun, into the Q knockup, and looks like Valhalla actually doesn't have the extra E, but yeah, they do not have the damage to go in for that. Looks like Shen coming up
just
too.
not close enough. Good harass by Lulu there. Yeah, Shogoth and Mumu there, just not enough damage. Recall last time they did First Blood Valhalla, it was off Mumu's red buff, which he currently does not possess. That adds a significant amount of damage to a jungler, and especially a Mumu, who's a fairly low damage jungler to begin with. We are seeing a Mumu and Shen both hitting level 5 though, so they're fairly close to their ultimates. I'm guessing Mumu was a little bit higher on the experience, but yeah, a little bit.
Ooh, look at that. Cho'Gath going in for the big money maker buy. He goes straight for the giant spell. Doesn't even care.
Honestly, and I think that's a good call in this situation. He's probably also focusing on picking up a Randuin's Omen, which we know to be strong against you know, Seal's team here, because they do rely a lot on Saint Mugul to carry. So atomizing the physical damage is probably the right call here. Although, like we did mention about Singe last game, I feel like the Frozen Heart would definitely be a better call, even though Renekton's not really an auto attacker. Even though Renekton's not really an auto attacker, he does still, you know, need to penetrate armor, and then that also gives Shogoth more offensive opportunities with the CDR.
Very true.
Like right now, we're seeing Shogoth just not really being able to damage this Renekton.
When you look at Renekton, it's just like Renekton isn't damaging Cho'Gath at all. Cho'Gath has too much health now.
It's true. Yeah. I agree entirely. All Cho'Gath has to be worried now of getting ganked and running out of mana, which he currently, by the way, is, so... mana consumption on Cho'Gath is always an important thing to keep in mind. We are going to see...
And the Mumu comes down!
We have a Mumu.
The ultimate right into there! A Mumu actually... Oh! Len the Great throwing down that lantern. Oh! Shen gets the first blood, and Karthus coming with the artillery bomb, dropping it down onto Saint Mugul. But it looks like the purple team is actually just going to take the first kill.
It's actually a really big heartbreaker there. That's happened to me a few times now, because you know that would have been a kill on Graves had they not just nerfed Amumu's ultimate range. That's why he missed it in there. You know, it's happened to me quite a few times where I'm still not used to his new ranges, and I'll get attacked by it. Looks like we're going to go for a dive here on bottom lane. Karthus just not doing anything anywhere. Oh, Karthus coming down, but just
that was way too early.
Should have waited. Yeah, should have waited for Castlevania to get into the turret range.
Oh, that's so unfortunate right there. Amumu walking back into Anivia's ultimate and actually giving Castlevania that double attack power on his E spell.
You know, when I play Renekton, it never feels like I'm gaining that much HP back from my Q. Apparently, I'm gaining that much HP back from my Q. We are seeing Renekton start to whittle down Shogoth, basically off mana consumption. But Shogoth just doesn't have the mana to stay in lane. Here, Renekton only on a Brutalizer, no pods at all, relying entirely on his Q to sustain him. While Shogoth has the Flask, as well as his passive.
Bottom lane, Thresh giving him the lantern again, bringing St. Moogle away from all the harass.
We are seeing St. Moogle start to pull way ahead in CS against Nukio, and like we said, this isn't really surprising. Nukio has been getting really easily cowed by this bottom lane, even when he has the advantage. We see Cho'Gath taking a ton of damage, putting himself into easy dive range as well.
The problem with Nukio is that he stands a little too far away from the minion wave, and so not only does he lose out on EXP, and here he comes, he just flashes in with the clarity bait. Shen trying to go onto Anivia's, trying to save him, but it looks like Anivia's actually going to get up, but the egg comes out. Charthus still kind of alive, but it's not going to happen. Amumu just doesn't have enough damage. Are we going to see a dead Amumu? It looks like we are.
Definitely.
No, he actually lives.
He should have auto-attacked. Yeah, if he had auto-attacked there, he would have picked up that kill as well. This is why they banned Anivia last game. I mean, Castlevania is easily... Or last game? Actually, they let them have Anivia last game, didn't they?
They banned the previous game.
That's true. And that's why it's smart to ban Anivia against Castlevania. Easily his strongest champion. Plays very solidly, and looks like we're going for either a dragon here or another dive on bottom lane. One of the two. Definitely looks like the dragon. And blue team just has no idea.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a completely different Seal's Navy right here from the previous game.
Oh, yes. Certainly playing a lot more solidly. Although we do still have to watch out top lane. We are having Valhaka barely out CSing the Cho'Gath and just not even damaging him anymore. Fergus McBold just doesn't care. And as soon as Cho'Gath starts gaining a lot more levels and starts putting levels into that Vorpal spikes, he's gonna win every trade.
Yeah, Fergus right here actually picked up the Warden's Mail, so he has a lot of armor to spare.
And we're just not seeing as many opportunities here for Karthus to make his presence known. They're just not happening.
I just remembered I wanted it on colorblind. Looks like Amumu diving onto Anivia. Anivia just showing how much strength she can throw back at him. Ignores the Thresh lantern and just forces Amumu to flash.
I think that may have been a slightly premature flash on Amumu's part, but good play by Castlevania overall, getting him in that position. I'm not really sure why Amumu was trying to solo the Anivia in the first place, but he's just going down there. We did see Dragon picked up by purple team, making a rather wide gold differential. We see some really fun farming going on top lane.
It looks like Shen's coming in for a gank, but it's rewarded. So, and the lane is pushing, so I'm pretty sure Cho'Gath just gonna be really safe right here. Just be able to walk, farm whatever he wants. Valhalla coming in again, trying to throw some harass, but Fergus just ignoring everything.
And that's really what eventually comes down to Shogoth. I didn't notice that. We did mention that the Vorpal Blade getting leveled up would put Shogoth in a really strong position against this Renekton, and we do see now that if you looked at his level up, and he has been maxing Vorpal Spikes, which explains right now how he's completely owning Valhalla in a 1v1. Not at all mana-reliant ability, and but obviously Renekton has to be in very short range in order to actually be able to do anything. And now Fergus is put in a position where he can't really be in that range.
Oh, but the Shen coming down! Oh, Karthus getting cut out, getting the Lulu ulti, but Thresh coming. MF with the amazing ultimate, getting down, and then it comes down with the Karthus artillery bomb down. Anivia running for her life, flashing over the wall, and it's amazing triple kill by Karthus.
Excellent play there all around from blue team. The Cho'Gath teleport was probably a little bit early and might result in him losing his turret, but overall great play. Mumu getting in there and getting them all stuck on Karthus' corpse. Doranthor plays a very good suicide Karthus, just running into them, getting himself killed, bringing them all down with him. And that's what he's really been doing all these games, and he did a great job of it there, putting them in a position where they're gonna have to fight there in that position.
Oh yeah, that was definitely really good. The whole AoE ultis coming down on them. Their wombo comp. This is them with the team comp now. They have the wombo combo like ultimates going everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. And while technically it wasn't a huge win for blue team, I think that was a really good momentum shift for them as well. Doranthor here trying to 1v1 the Karthus trying to 1v1 the Renekton for some reason, giving him the shutdown gold. Just getting completely obliterated. Definitely not the play there for Karthus. Not able to do anything to that super tanky guy, and he just dashed over all the Qs as well. Blue team also may be losing middle for that as well.
Looks like Mumu is going to be able to come in here and just save the mid tower. Should be fine.
For now, unless Nuvi decides to kill him.
Taking tons of damage right now. Shen even coming in the mid helping out. Looks like the bot tower is going to go down.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Now I did mention in the early game that the bottom lane Saint Moogle has definitely been the one that's been carrying them, and they haven't been able to do the 4-man on bottom, so it's been exceptionally difficult to keep him shut down. So if he keeps farming up and just out CSing and out getting more kills than Nekio, we might see a really different game here.
I agree. Nukio, though, not as far behind as he has been in the past, especially after he got those 4 assists in the last team fight. Or 3 assists in the last team fight, plus the assist on Graves from the Karthus kill. Honestly, this is just really unfortunate that Mumu missed that ultimate earlier on. That would have shifted this game significantly, I think. Just 30 units more to the right, and he would have nailed him, and that Graves would have gone down.
Yeah. That Graves, though, the flash was just amazing reaction right there. It looks like MF's just gonna keep split pushing that bottom lane. The whole blue team has actually forced red team to be in the middle here, and it looks like they're gonna all team the MF right now. It looks like will she get out?
Oh, I guess I have to turn on colorblind mode.
Oh, no problem, bro.
I don't like red and blue. I like purple and blue. Colorblind mode. All right, now moving into the realm of blue and red, we have. Looks like they're waiting on the dragon timer here. They are standing on a ward, however. I just don't think blue team has the presence to do anything about this, though. Mumu is standing up top farming minions.
Oh, and the beautiful dragon steal with the MF ulti. Oh,
wow,
I could not have expected that one.
Great ultimate by MF. Probably trying to. I think she was trying to back them off of dragon, but she did manage to get the steal with that as well. However, this is going to put them in a position where they don't have that super wombo up for the next team fight, remember, so.
Yeah, the bullet time is on another 93-second cooldown right now, so it's going to take about another minute and a half before it gets up. And looks like they see Fergus in the jungle here. Valhalla and Cheeseblade just kind of looking at him. Castlevania putting up the wall and just doing.
Fergus just doesn't care.
Fergus is taking it like a man, not even worrying about it. He has just so much health to spare.
You know, Fergus definitely didn't get shut down in lane this time around. You know, he's sitting on almost a Randuin's Omen. He's got all of his stacks. I believe he's on 6 stacks, right? Yeah, he's on 6 stacks. He's a level 12 Cho'Gath. He's just this ginormous Zergling that's not gonna die. It's gonna take dedicated focus fire to take him down.
And even then, you don't want to
really
be focusing. You don't want to be focusing Cho'Gath down.
Yeah, and that's one of the strengths of Cho'Gath is that if you don't focus him down, he brings so much CC to his team.
And if you do focus him
trying to
down,
land the hook there on Karthus.
you use up all your CCs.
Exactly. Cho'Gath looks like moving up top, ending this mid shuffle we've had for a while here.
He looks like he wants that top tower, or he's just camping around the bush. But he's not with his team.
Looks like he was trying to bait.
Oh, looks like
Castlevania.
Grutak going in with the ultimate and everything. The ultimate going down onto Grutak from Lulu. It looks like this fight is gonna be. I can't tell what's going on right now. Anivia getting really low, putting up the wall. Karthus with the ultimate, bringing down everyone so low. Renekton goes down. Graves goes down as well. And for some reason, Len the Great grabs an MF and actually is able to get the kill. Is Anivia going to go and grab the lantern? I cannot tell. He's just going to walk back to his tower and everything's going to be fine.
He's trying to get the kill.
Oh, and he gets the beautiful kill on the Lulu.
A lot of missed ruptures there by Cho'Gath after that point, and I think that was a really shoddy play by Misfortune, getting close enough to that egg. Great play by Castlevania there, picking up the double kill, turning this fight around. Otherwise, a very big loss on their part. But remember, Red Team was also ahead at gold initially. I believe Cho'Gath's feast almost off cooldown, so this might be a really bad play here for Leo. Yeah,
he doesn't have enough
He
mana,
realizes
though.
it as well.
That's
Well,
the
it doesn't mean they can kill
unfortunate
Cho'Gath.
That's very true.
You know, and that's with them. That was with blue team sitting on a rather large gold gap at that point, and we're not seeing that change. But you know, blue teams, of course, we've mentioned many times, just scale so much better with that gold, with those multiple just unkillable tanks with Mumu and Cho'Gath. Once they get those items, they're not going to ever go down. Cho'Gath leveling up those Vorpal spikes, his auto attacks are actually a rather large threat. Plus, he brings all that CC to the team and that insta-gip ultimate. You did see he tried to use it there on Castlevania, just none of his team was able to assist him in that. And focusing down Castlevania in the beginning, because Castlevania was CC'd for a good 5 seconds at the beginning of that fight. You know, but Shen did a great job of diving in and taunting Misfortune and Karthus, keeping them off of him. But Volhaka's pick is starting to show its wear now. He wasn't very effective in that team fight, and he isn't able to do much against Cho'Gath top lane anymore. You know, he just has that Black Cleaver, but it's not super relevant since him and Graves are the only physical damage dealers on his team. You know, and he's not even dealing damage. We are going to see Graves actually not really that far ahead of Misfortune and Gold anymore, I don't think. 6.7 to 5.8. It just doesn't look like that in items, I guess. He must have a lot of gold in his inventory. Yeah, he's going straight for that Infinity Edge again. I forgot he likes to do that. Blue team spread out here. Blue team looking to catch them.
Oh,
Walk
and
right over
Mumu
Vision
and
Ward,
Cho'Gath
though.
are actually out of position right now, but it is still a 3-on-3 if they decide to do this. No, now it's a 5-on-3 if Cho'Gath's actually.
I almost feel like this is a
back.
fight they won. I feel like that was almost a fight they wanted there. Cho'Gath might be teleporting onto the ward they're all standing on. Oh no,
Valhalla has
Duranthor's
no
out of mana.
right now, or Duranthor, yes. But he has his clarity up. His clarity is up. He can bait it out probably.
Yeah, but that's not.
Oh,
Oh,
and
Castlevania!
then, Castlevania gets caught up by Grutak, but Len the Great gives him the lantern and just pulls him to safety.
Duranthor, clarity off, clarity blown, but still almost out of mana. Not that it's horribly relevant on his build for Karthus, because he's generally going to be out of mana all the time.
It looks like a Mumu flashes in, trying to go for the
Saint
grip.
Mugu-
Saint
Saint
Mugu
Mugu
instantly
just
gets melted.
obliterated.
Castlevania going straight for MF. All the damage is coming down. Len the Great puts down his ultimate. Duranthor going down, but he has his ultimate still. Cheese Blade is gonna go down on this fight, and looks like they're just chasing the Ren the Great and Castlevania, and looks like Castlevania misses his Q. Oh, Amumu going straight in. Oh, Lulu changing Len the Great into. Oh, there's a misplay right there. He flashes in, just keeps on auto-attacking. There's not much they can really do. Are they going to tower dive this? No, they're not.
Both of them are out of mana.
Unrenekton comes back into the fight. Rogue Riv just goes down instantaneously. And now it looks like Fergus actually might go down as well. Black Cleaver.
No, he's got that Randuin's omen.
Randuin's is actually saving him. He popped that crystalline. Hopefully he gets enough mana to knock up Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath actually outplaying next level plays by just standing still. And they're just gonna give up this chase.
He still can't take him down. Yeah, that's a big problem for blue team. That fight would have won handily had they not all run out of mana pretty much at the same time. And that fight's still, however, going very even.
Oh, Duranthor, what are you doing? Duranthor getting caught out of here. Oh, and just gets taken down by Valhalla. Again, getting baited.
I noticed that if Karthus is still vamp, if you look on his HP bar after he dies, it actually goes up.
I really don't know why Grutag keeps taking blue buff at the moment. Karthus really needs it. And if Karthus doesn't get that blue buff, he really isn't going to be able to do much in the fight. He keeps running out of mana and relying on clarity just a little bit too much.
Yeah, him and Sho'Gath both consistently out of mana, not able to make the plays they should be making. Sho'Gath on 6.2k, but I don't even understand where all that gold went. All he has is the Randuin's. Oh, he bought home guard boots. Okay, I guess. Red team here looking to score the dragon again, most likely getting it.
I feel they really need to get rid of their mana problems right now. I feel maybe Cho'Gath should build maybe a Frozen Heart or at least some kind of mana related item.
I mean, even a Banshee's Veil would be fine. I mean, in that team fight, there wasn't any reason for them to even come close in that team fight with Saint Moogle going down instantly. You know, just getting completely wiped out by all that CC. We are seeing all the ultimates come back up from blue team here, so they're going to be looking for a fight. Karthus ult's got, what, 20 seconds left on it? Yep. Red team here making a move toward Baron, actually.
Oh, nope, just kidding.
Or they're going to go top and farm. That's a good choice, too. I know you got to really keep that CS up all game. As a team.
It looks like they're going to get baited into this fight. I'm not sure what's going to happen so far. Valhalla just standing in the bush. Everyone's standing in the bush, actually. Looks like blue team's just going to back out of this one. Doesn't seem like
blue team's
really
backing out.
And again, with all these wards, look at how many wards there are. And it looks like Amumu going in on Castlevania. The ultimate catching 3 people. The bullet time going down. Cho'Gath able to instantly feast on somebody, killing them. And looks like Shen going to put his shield onto Graves, keeping Graves alive. Double kill for double kill for Karthus. Oh, looks like Graves gonna get quadra kill on Karthus. It's an ace for the blue team, and they're gonna do Baron.
And this is really what's going on the last 2 team fights. Is we see they have a perfect team there to just keep them directly on top of Karthus. You know, Sho'Gath bringing out all the CC, egged Castlevania on top of Karthus' AoE, and that was basically the end of the fight for them. They just couldn't handle all the damage Karthus can put out, even posthumously. I don't even know if blue team can get this Baron, though. They're just not doing
Yukio needs to move up and tank this for his team. He's not doing that, though.
Well, Sho'Gath's Feast is almost off cooldown. That'll secure it once he's up.
Definitely.
If he has mana.
He does have mana.
But yeah.
But unless he goes down first. Oh, shoot. This is going to be close. Is the Zergling? The Zergling is able to get it with life to spare.
And almost the entire blue team ends up with that Baron buff. Mumu, I think their entire team does end up with it. Mumu spawning just in time to get it.
Yeah. That was actually
big play
perfect
by blue
timing.
team there. Yeah. Big play by blue team there, doing a great job of synchronizing their ultimates and just keeping them stuck on Karthus, who's gonna just lay out the deeps. He's finished that death cap now after that fight, making him even more of a threat. And his Archangel staff, I'm sure, must be very close to full. Yeah, 672 out of 750. Soon gonna have that Seraph's Embrace to keep himself alive for just that much longer. And all he needs are those few, like, 5 seconds that he can just wipe out people.
Right now, the blue team just taking a page out of the red team of playbook. They've pulled out the Amumu with the Lulu, and then the Cho'Gath. That's a ton of CC wrapped around. If Amumu can wrap everyone in his Curse of the Blind Mummy, or Curse of the Sad Mummy, and just get everybody in there, and then Lulu knocks everyone up, they're going to be in the air for at least... They're going to be stunned for at least about 4 seconds. And then adding on top of that, Cho'Gath can also rupture the ground and knock someone up for another 1.5 seconds or so. That's just so much time that people aren't doing anything on the enemy team, and they're just going to get wiped out.
And this is something I commented on a lot, just in between games. Was I was very surprised that Mumu's been banned a very small percentage of our games, and he's been picked at even less.
Oh, but it was like Karthus gonna get grabbed out. Everything just gets
Obliterated.
thrown on Karthus. He gets every ult to his face and just dies.
Yeah, great play there by Red Team picking off the Karthus, but I'm not sure if it was worth almost all of their ultimates actually, because I mean, as soon as Karthus is only going to be down for another 30 seconds, and the box is going to be down for a very long time, and that's one of the only ways they can deal with the Mumu's AoE and try to disengage that fight. Red Team just gonna have to hug their turret though without Karthus alive, and they don't have incredibly strong lane clear without him up, so that might be a dive opportunity for them here.
It looks like Amumu just
Grana
walking
going in this
into
fight for
everybody,
some
but it
reason.
doesn't seem like he's gonna. It looks like everyone's able to actually slow him down and stop him.
He's not really. I don't think he was really trying to go for the initiation there. I think he's just trying to back them off the turret until Karthus can get back up.
Yeah,
There's no really
very
reason
smart
for them
move.
to
Very smart move.
fight. Yeah, good play by Amumu there. Managed to get them off the turret. Red Team gonna get the Karthus kill, but I don't believe he was on a killing spree at the time. Oh, he was on the killing spree. Oh wow, he was. Oh, that's right. He just got a quadra kill. Of course, I'm stupid. But not really gaining any tactical. They're getting a tactical advantage, but no really strategic one. They weren't able to push a turret off of it thanks to Amumu, and there's just Karthus is being back up now. Now, like I said, the box is still only halfway off CD, and Graves' ultimate is still on cooldown. If there was a time for the team to force a fight, it's right now. But of course, they're not. They're not keeping tabs on these things, so it's looking unlikely that that's going to happen. We do have Fergus just sitting up, keeping his farm up again. Blue team making a dash towards something. Not sure what, but something. Castlevania and Renekton in a really bad spot here, but they're going to loop around and get themselves out of it. Blue team has no idea. Almost makes me wish the days when we took clairvoyance every game.
Those are good times. Season 1 tactics.
Doran Thor doing a great job of completely looming himself as usual. Just laying down all the damage he can as Karthus, farming up a large number of minions. He has recovered in farm quite significantly. Graves still destroying Misfortune, but Misfortune pretty much on par with items with him anyway, thanks to her incredible number of assists. It's just Karthus is getting all the kills, which is honestly on this team I think that's what they want. Since so much of their team is wrapped up around keeping them stuck with Karthus.
And right now it looks like
Amumu
Amumu is just trying to engage onto this, but without his team to back him up, his team is so far away. If he goes, he's gonna go in with his bandage. Ultimate, everybody, Karthus going into everyone in the middle. Everyone's ultimate's going down. Karthus coming down with his ultimate, raining it down. Shoutcasted biting into Saint Mughal, but Saint Mughal has just too much lifesteal and too much health right now. Renekton forcing the MF out of the fight. Looks like all members except for Shen are still alive on the red team. They're chasing down Fergus. Fergus is running for his life. Rogue also running as well. It seems like they're not going to be able to catch up.
That seems
Oh,
like a really
but
bad
Rogue
move
gets
by-
caught and gets straight up obliterated.
That was a really bad initiation by Gardag there, and that's really not what we've come to expect of him. He's had a really good couple of games now, and that's the only real big throw so far coming from his angle. He definitely was too far away from his team for that initiation to be any kind of good idea, and they're gonna suffer for it now.
Yeah, they were not able to get all the ultis in line with each other. They weren't able to get the Amumu ultimate onto the MF ultimate, onto the Cho'Gath Rupture, which I was stating earlier. And Karthus just keeps dying straight off the bat, just not able to provide his AoE that he needs.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Yeah, I agree that Karthus just needs to keep himself alive for even a little bit longer. And that fight, he just went in and committed to a fight that he never should have. That was just not a good fight for Blue Team at all. And it made the gap widened the gold gap from 3,000 gold to 6,000. And remember, they had Baron buff for that fight as well. So
I feel definitely Karthus needs
a
a Zanya's Hourglass, but he's just not known to build it. Duran is just not known for
Duran Thor, and not really known for building those hourglasses to keep himself alive in fights. And honestly, it would give him an extra 2 seconds of usefulness in team fights, and that's big for Karthus. Like 2 seconds is a pretty long time when you do as much damage as he does just from standing on things.
And again, it would disrupt the enemy team because they wouldn't be able to target him. Right now, they know that Duranthor is the reason why they're getting carried this game, and they want to get him out of the fight as fast as possible, mitigating enough damage from the Karthus and not standing in his defile.
Exactly, and that's the first time I think right there that we saw a good job for their team, but getting out of Karthus's, getting off Karthus's body after he died, and it had a lot to do with the fact that Mumu wasn't there to hold him. Mumu already blew his ultimate, initiating poorly for his team, and they couldn't really follow up. We are going to see all the ultimates come back up from blue team once again, so they are going to try to make a put. I think Defile or Requiem just coming back off cooldown. Thresh, however, randomly blowing the box.
Blowing up the ultimate there. That's not good at all.
Yeah, very bad. It's very good thing is positioning though. That blue team has no idea that just happened.
Oh, and looks like Mumu
Mumu
going straight in.
perfect
Karthus
ultimate.
flashing
Oh
straight
my
into everybody,
God.
into the bullet time, into the knockup.
Amazing.
But there's no, Lendigate does not have his ultimate. And it looks like everyone getting super low. Karthus gonna use his ultimate.
Bring it
Karthus'
all
ultimate,
down.
giving him a kill on Lendigate. And it looks like Shen is gonna go down as well, turning into a bunny. And Gurtog getting the bandage onto him. And Choga just going straight for, no, he's just gonna stand there and tank the turret for them to take this one.
Awesome, three for one there. You know, Karthus dying is basically a given at this point in the game, but
Yeah, it looks like they're definitely
great
gonna
job by
get
blue team there,
two turrets.
mitigating the damage that just hit him. This is turning into quite the game. You know, Karthus and Amumu once again doing a great job. You see that Lulu ultimate right after the Amumu ultimate ended to keep them on Karthus, to keep him up there for a couple more seconds, and to also keep the enemy team there for a couple more seconds.
Yeah,
and
that's definitely what they needed.
We are seeing pretty much every team fight where the flashes are up is resulting in a blue team decisive victory, because Karthus is really just using his flash to flash into the middle of the enemy team and just sit there as long as he can while Mumu ults them, immediately following up. You know, that's really what they're, like I said, their strategy really centers around that, and it's working pretty well for them. You know, like I said, the box was not down for that fight, and Karthus and Thresh didn't really manage to get a flay to knock them back out. We are seeing a possible look toward Baron here by red team, which is very bad for blue, since none of their ultimates have back off cooldown except bullet time in a couple seconds. Fergus barely dodging the hook. But they have no control in this right here right now, and Karthus can't do anything without his ultimate up. Really, you know, they've got to stall this out for at least 30 more seconds till that ult comes up. Mumu's ult's still 5 seconds away, or something like that. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. So more like 10 seconds. All of blue team standing on wards.
Very bad positioning for the blue team right now. Their middle tower is gonna get taken down if they don't find a way to get back into base. Oh, a beautiful wall
totally
getting put
zoned
zoned
out of the
out.
fight.
And it looks like the Mumu ultimate actually going in. Shoya is actually taking everything right now. Oh, looks like Duranthor is trying to get into everything. He gets ulted, gets put in the middle of the fight, fights everybody. And looks like MF is trying to do as much damage as she can, but it looks like this is just not going to happen without the Duranthor ultimate.
Great wall by Castlevania there. I don't even think he knew Karthus was there. It just happened to work out that way for them.
Oh, they're so low.
But if it's luck, that's the best kind of luck. You know, nothing that they could do about it there. Karthus was not able to get in that fight until way after the CC had been blown. And they still tried to make an effective fight, but you know, they traded 1 for 0 there. Karthus' ultimate still hadn't popped up yet. Big part of that fight as well. We are seeing Shogoth still unkilled, by the way. Picking up that Rylai's, making all of his auto attacks slow. You know, Shogoth's synergy with Vorpal Spikes with on hits or on spell effects is frankly one that I don't quite understand, but makes this one item pretty strong on him, as well as Leandri's Torment I found out the other day, just accidentally. Not really realizing that it did that. We are going to see here Anivia completely itemed out. Not surprising, both Anivia and Karthus. Oh, Karthus actually is picking up that Hourglass. It's possible they're ghosting us and just told him that. I think about it, but
maybe, who knows? But it looks like
But that's going to be a big game changer if he ever finishes that item. That's going to wreck the fight immediately after it. Likely, I mean, if Karthus finishes that item, I'd almost go so far as to say it's going to result in blue team winning, as long as they don't have another fight like that last one.
yeah. Oh, and Amumu almost gets caught out that wall. If it had been placed any differently, that would have been one dead Amumu.
One dead mummy there, or would have forced blue team to immediately commit to a fight that they weren't ready for.
And it looks like they can't tell if they want to get this. Oh, there goes the flash going in. Amumu ulting it on everybody.
Ultimate again.
Every ultimate just going down on everything.
Totally.
And it looks like
my
the
God.
Karthus ultimate coming down, raining down pain on everything. Karthus just destroys everybody. It looks like MF. Oh, not in a good position right there. And now Fergus is actually getting chased out. Oh, the Anivia being turned into an egg. The Randu is coming out. Fergus running for his life, hoping and praying that Cheese Blade does not taunt him and get to him, but it seems like he may still go down. The Thresh catches on, and it's an ace for the red team!
Yeah, honestly, that was a great death by Karthus there. Completely separated blue team or red team. He just wasn't able to get enough damage down before he went down. Castlevania's egg just ruined that fight for them. You know, and Misfortune not able to kite the Renekton, just not quite there yet. And Renekton taking her down even before she was able to fight the rest of the squishy of the team. I feel like if Misfortune had been more healthy at that stage in the game, that would have been a different team fight as well. If they'd just been able to keep Renekton off of her face. Also, it's Cho'Gath's first death of the game there. Pretty solid play there by Fergus McBalg. Picking up a Sightstone here, probably not, honestly not a bad idea. But we're at the point now where any decisive team fight can result in a game loss for the people who lose it.
Yeah, definitely very true.
In a 45 minute game, it doesn't matter what you have left. If the enemy ADC stays alive with somebody who can face tank turrets, the game's over. And you know, if Cho'Gath stays up, he can certainly do that. It just doesn't seem like Cho'Gath has as much gold. Like, he has 10,000 gold, and it just doesn't feel like that's 10,000 gold worth of items he has there. You know?
He built a Sightstone. That was a very interesting buy right there. I don't think I've ever seen a top laner try to build a Sightstone before.
No, Lee Sin buys it regularly, as I recall.
Yeah, but Lee Sin has a W that can dash to wards and save his life.
True, but it's not a good pickup. Considering the game for a while has been dirtling around Baron, fighting over wards, it makes a lot of sense for him to pick that up.
Oh, and Cho'Gath's getting caught
here by an Anivia wall. But nobody does anything about it on red team here.
Yeah, if they had done something, if they all went in on charge on Cho'Gath, that might have been game.
Duranthor here trying to get this blue buff before the fight starts. Does manage to secure it, getting him that CDR.
The enemy team actually getting to the blue buff area right as Duranthor leaves it. It looks like they actually want to go for a Baron right now. They have all wards cleared out.
I think that's a very bad idea by red team. If blue team knows and goes in on it, it's going to be a very bad idea for red team to be stuck in that Baron pit. But, you know, blue team just doesn't notice, doesn't care, isn't able to do anything about it.
Well, it looks like Cho'Gath sees it, but it's just too late. Amumu getting placed out of position. Cho'Gath just running for his life right now. Actually, it seems like they don't even care about everyone right now. They just want to go straight and end the game. They want to get this over with.
That's probably correct. I can't imagine any reason why Purple Team isn't going to win the game off of this. Just giving them that free Baron was a big throw by Blue Team here. They really needed to set up a Baron fight there because they would have almost certainly won it if they trapped the entire enemy team in Baron pit.
All right, so we're about to see maybe the last fight of the game.
You do have Karthus picking up the Zhonya's Hourglass here. That's the one thing that they have going for them. But we haven't seen him ever use a Seraph's Embrace, so he's not very good at using his activatables.
Amumu taking so much damage right there.
Yeah, just 2 shots from Graves did that to Amumu.
Looks like they're just gonna get this free item. Karthus just not sure, trying to go in. He's very indecisive about this, not sure what he wants. Ooh, taking so much damage from Castlevania's ultimate. and Amumu just trying to go in. It doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen. They're taking so much damage. Karthus flashing in and just getting instantly destroyed by Saint Mughal. The fight, the ultimates all coming down. Karthus trying to pull off the rage ultimate, but just not gonna happen. And it looks like Seal's Navy is gonna take this game 2-1.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I agree. And that's the end of the match. Good
GG.
job by Seal's Navy there, taking down the win. Let's see if they can do so well against the Mentor team they have to play next. But a great game by Seal's Navy there. Imagine overcome that really ridiculously fed card. This and a great team comp built around it. Great game by Flare's Fireflies though. They're turned into a totally different team the last two games. The first round just completely getting torn to pieces by Seal's Navy, but making those last two rounds an actual game. Duran Thor, definitely a strong Karthus for their team, making a lot of plays, but also making a lot of throws. And I feel like that last catch out was pretty unnecessary, honestly, and ended the game on well, it's a bad note. Like, it's been a game of really epic team fights and good plays by everyone around, and then we just have Karthus get caught and die, and then the game ends. So
yeah. Overall, it was definitely a good game, and Steel's Navy definitely deserves this win and to be called ELO Heaven tournament champions.
yeah, they definitely have fought hard for it. Fireflies didn't roll over and die, so great games all around, and I guess we're coming back to the stream later.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see. Anyways, I was gonna end the stream here. It was DBZ Raiden and Past Redemption bringing you the finals, last game of the ELO Heaven tournament.